Hey everybody, Will from Avery Peak Outdoors. I want to say hi to all of my fellow outdoor enthusiasts. It is that time of year again. We are heading to hunting camp. I know. Everybody rejoice. So Ripley's hanging out back here and he's obviously a little bit excited. And we're going to see what we can do. So here's to 2022 hunting season. And let's see if we can get a big one on the pole. Good luck, everybody.
Avery Peak Outdoors. Be ready for adventure. Find us online at averypeakoutdoors.com.
Good evening, everybody. We got to camp and got everything unloaded, set up. The lights are on, the heat's going. We are good to go. So tomorrow we start the whole process. Hopefully we get done and find something great. We were greeted by a freight train last night, and we're going to take it as all good signs. The only problem is that it's currently raining and it's fairly warm, so we'll see. We'll roll with the punches. We'll do what we got to do, but let's get to it. Had some rain last night and some unseasonably high temps. Just at daybreak, it was 61 degrees, less than ideal, but we're gonna go out and check out some game cameras and see what we can find. Well, as you may have guessed it, soaked isn't even the word for it. So, we'll go back to camp and regroup. Maybe the weather will pass and we can get into a change of clothes. Try again this afternoon. Well, as you can see, we had a little bit of a surprise. Last night we knew that it was going to snow, but to the extent I haven't heard. But right now we're sitting at a nice 3-4 inches or so, and well, take a look for yourself. So to recap today's adventures, I was out in the woods early this morning. We had some snow that was expected to start last night and kind of taper off into this morning, which it actually started very early this morning and snowed all day today. In fact, it's now around 5:30, and it's starting to lighten up, and the weather forecast has it completing around 7-8 o'clock tonight. So today where I went, where there was some decent activity on game cameras, there was nothing. There was no movement today. Went around to a few other spots. I spent some time in the truck today, hoping to cut some fresh tracks. Nothing. I did hear a couple of shots off in the distance about a half an hour before the end of the day, and so hopefully it worked out for whoever that was. But tomorrow is looking like it's going to be a halfway decent day, mid-20s, and the snow will have subsided, so hoping that all those woodland creatures are going to be up and at 'em. So we'll see how it goes, and for now we're just gonna grab some dinner and chill out and hit the rack pretty soon. So see you in the morning. As we're going along, I had a little reflection point that I wanted to share with you. The outdoors has a special connection with people, and you know, for whatever it may be, and maybe you're reflecting on life's goals, maybe you're trying to just reorganize things. Most often it's just, we love doing it, love being out here. You see nature, everything, and it kind of connects back to your roots, and that's what brought on this reflection, is that, you know, this coming March will be 5 years since my grandfather Bill passed away. This previous, as of the making of this previous September, was when my uncle Dwayne had passed away. And I just learned a couple days ago that a lifelong friend, Steve, had passed away as well. And you know, that connection with the outdoors really makes me think of them, makes me think of the time spent with them, a lot of the laughs. And they're not gone forever, because when you're out here doing this, at least for me, that is the connection I have with them, and I think of them, and they're with me. You know, so it's important that if you have kids or something like that, pass that stuff on. Teach them what you know. It doesn't matter your skill level. You don't have to be, you know, pro staff or anything like that. Teach them what you know, and you know, pass that on. Because in a previous life, I worked in the fire rescue service, and most often, those folks in their final moments, unfortunately, they talked a lot about the things that they wish they had done, not the things that they had done. They wish that they had spent more time with family, close friends, or doing the things that they love to do. So, you know, I just wanted to pass that on to you and share that with you, and that's the connection that we have. Just keep in mind, you know, the biggest deer of your life may be 50 more yards ahead of you. So keep plugging, keep pushing. Good luck. This camp story continues. Some folks right there, and we'll share more. and hopefully, with a little bit of luck. All right, well, we had a decent morning. The fresh snow, had some decent tracks. Actually had a really nice set of tracks that came right by the ground blind. But a tree had fallen sometime last night, so we actually veered away from where the camera was, which would have been really nice to see the picture because it was a decent set of tracks. So we stayed there for about 4 hours, 4.5 hours or something like that, and then left there, moved over to a ridge piece, and actually got on some decent tracks. There was a buck and what I think about 3 does that were traveling out along that ridge, and they were just zigzagging all over the place. So we stayed there for a couple of hours and see if anything would pass through there as well. But got to a point where my stomach is eating itself, so snack food was just not cutting it. So we're making our way back to grab something to eat. We'll continue this afternoon. Well, today, hey, we put an honest day's effort in, for sure. So the snow was supposed to taper off by this morning, and it actually held on, and we had ongoing squalls varying in intensity all day today. And so that was good, but a lot of the areas that I found where they were kind of hanging out was actually like down low in some really tight places. Where your view is only a matter of a few feet, so they were kind of staying sheltered and out of the wind, which understandably so. So anyway, back at camp, and kind of a lot going on tonight, so I'm gonna grab a shower and throw something in the skillet. And Garrett and a friend of his is on their way up. Should be here around 9 o'clock or so. So we'll have a little bit of an arrival then, and then we'll have a crew. So. Right. Well, what an eventful morning. I want you to meet Kyle.
Howdy.
He's new to the camp this year. Garrett, returning member. And we just happened to be out this morning, doing a little stroll, a little poke hunt, kind of get used to the woods, right? But then we discovered this. Well, what do you know? So this guy, well, he came out of the bushes there, and actually got a little video of him, and he came out and presented a good shot. We took the shot, and I laid them down. So got one on the pole. So that one right there is for my grandfather, my Uncle Dwayne, and my buddy Steve. So I appreciate you guys being here for this little hunt here, but our hunt week and camp story is not over. We still got a few more days. We'll get it done. You guys fired up?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get to town. We're gonna do a little tagging. I'll even grab a beer. There you go. Wood chicken.
Beauty.
Number 2. Nice. Nice job. Gonna get it done, boys?
I hope so.
Well, the boys are in the woods, and hopefully it works out for them. It certainly would be nice. And so I'm back to camp duties. Heading out to the spring to get some water. And clean things up a little bit, because tomorrow, unfortunately, we have to break down camp. So, but we'll see how it goes. What's the matter, Chief? Onions getting to you?
Woo!
All right, so we're wrapping up camp week here, and you know, camp stories continue, and you know, these guys made a Hail Mary run this afternoon, and well, hey,
Doesn't always happen.
doesn't always happen, you know. So, you know, we got Kyle here. There you go. There he is. Kyle Garrett, and how was it?
Blast.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So it's Kyle's first time to camp, and I want to officially say you're more than welcome to come back next
Thanks
year.
a lot, man. Appreciate
You
everything.
coming out
Even
and,
though I'm
and
not
everything else.
welcome,
And,
you know?
you know, well, you're good. But no, it was a good time freaking getting out of the Maine woods.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big woods.
Big country.
Yeah.
Big country. And you know, we're fortunate to get one on the pole and got a couple birds in. Kyle got his wings.
Yep.
You know,
First birds.
got birds there, so that's nice. So yeah, I mean, you know, that's what camp's all about, is having, you know, coming up, having a good time, and doing a little roughing it, and you know, hey, what can you do? You know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but look forward to next year. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys coming.
Thanks
And,
for the invite.
You know, we'll do it again next year, and we'll freaking see what happens.
Yeah, keep chasing them.
Yeah. One at a time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the camp stories, and honestly, appreciate all your support with Avery Peak Outdoors, and don't forget to visit averypeakoutdoors.com, and you know, follow us on all the social medias, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.